What's up, guys? Adam Green here with No More News. How'd you like the new intro? That's the meme intro I've been wanting to make for a long time with some new powerful cinematic trailer music. Just threw that together. Thought it was pretty good. Still mogging. Yeah, mogging intro. I canceled the subscription to the site that did that, those intro compilation slideshows too. So that will be the last one. Retiring those intros. We're going to work on some new intros at some point with some AI videos and stuff. Make it a little cooler, not just a slideshow of images. Big show today. Going to be discussing Trump talking about being the king of Israel, talking about Jesus coming down. Going to discuss the big Massie L in Kentucky. There's more alien disclosure, the Mosque attack in San Diego, into some of that stuff. So much to cover. Only made possible thanks to you guys. Going to be an epic, huge show. Powerchat.live/no more news for you guys to have your comment read and support the show. There's the intro music. I'm quiet. I can't hear anything. Maybe it's my headphones. Kentucky, yep. Yeah, Christian Kentucky. You guys like the new meme, the new thumbnail? The Bible is fake. Jews were never chosen. You sound Jewish. That sounds Jewish, pretty Jewish to not believe in the Jew book, in the Jew God. All right, here's the first clip from Trump talking about Netanyahu will do whatever I want him to do, all right? I'm the boss. I'm the Don. I'm the king. I'm King David. I'm the Moshiach. I'm the Prince of Peace.
What have you said to Prime Minister Netanyahu about Iran and how long to hold off on strike?
He's fine. He'll do whatever I want him to do. He's very, very good man. He'll do whatever I want him to do, and
he does whatever I say, okay?
He's a great guy. To me, he's a great guy. Don't forget, he was a wartime prime minister, and he's not treated right in Israel, in my opinion. I'm right now.
Dude, is he ever not licking the boots of Bibi? Glazing Bibi, sweeping for Bibi. Come on. Huge show.
I could run for prime minister, so maybe after I do this, I'll go to Israel, run for prime minister. I had a poll this morning. I'm 99%, so that's good. But no, he's a wartime prime minister, and I just don't think they treat him well.
He needs a full pardon. Anoint him as king.
We have a president over there that treats him very poorly.
You're on the same page with him on Iran?
Yeah.
What have you said to Prime Minister Netanyahu?
He should go and do that right now.
Dishonest.
If Jesus comes down.
You have a rigged vote out there. That's the problem. The votes are rigged. You have a really rigged vote in California.
Thoughts on Anna Kasparian's milkers? I've been seeing those memes go around. Is that an AI or is that really how she looked on the stream? She had a bunch of cleavage out. She's looking good. It had me thinking, is Cenk only famous for, is he famous for his takes or just because he had a hot co-host? Is that all it was?
Balance everything else. Very hard to win because the elections are very dishonest. If we had Jesus Christ come down and count the votes, I would have won California. Because I do great with Hispanics.
Jesus ain't coming. All you got is Trump. It works. It's really quiet, though. I don't know why I understand why that was so quiet. Do I have to turn this way up? Maybe that'll work. If Jesus comes down.
But it's a rigged vote. They sent out 38 million votes. Nobody knows where they're going. You have a rigged vote out there. That's the problem. The votes are rigged. You have a really rigged vote.
Add this to the soundboard.
Count the votes. Jesus Christ come down and count the votes. If we had Jesus Christ come down and count the votes, I would have won.
Is that blasphemous to say Jesus would come down? If Jesus came and counted the votes, Jesus would have me win every single time, even for a third term. If it were up to Jesus, I would be king of America forever. Is that what he's getting at? Anointed by God, saved my life to save the world. That's what I'm hearing. That's what he's trying to get at. We know he is. Don't bring me into this. That's funny. Now, always bragging about his that Israel loves him more than America. You know, the America First president. On Talarico, he believes in 6 genders. Bruh, have you read the Talmud?
His candidate, who's Ken Paxton.
Is this just really quiet? It works. Oh,
Meredith sent $10.
it works. It works twice, Meredith. Double check. Thank you.
I think probably he'll win very substantially, and I think he'll go on to defeat a very defective candidate, a candidate that believes in 6 genders, and he takes hits at Jesus Christ, and
He takes it to Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, Christ defender, Christ crusader. He hates Jesus. He hates our Jewish Messiah. Let me tell you, folks, he doesn't like the King of the Jews very much.
he takes hits at Jesus Christ, and he's wearing a mask 6 months ago. Whereas a guy, anybody wearing a mask 6 months ago doesn't get it. And he's a vegan. He's a vegan in Texas, and you can't get elected as a vegan in Texas.
Did you talk to
That's a good one. True. Unless it's in Austin. A vegan could get elected in Austin. He's got a lot of Jesus on the mind. If Jesus comes down, this guy hates Jesus. Come on. If you love Jesus, you love Israel, vote for the Zionist candidate.
Loki
Thank you,
_
Loki.
Redneck Mullet sent $5 on Rumble. Wednesday shekels. Votan
Thank you.
Deo /
Wotan Day. Hail Wotan. Hail Thor's Day. Hail Freya's Day. 2 blasphemies in 1 tarmac interview. He hates Jesus. Sounds just like all the Christ Crusaders. Same attack all the Christ Crusaders use on me. APEC is doing their victory lap. Rubbing salt in the wound of the anti-Israel America firsters. Pro-Israel Americans are proud to help defeat anti-Israel candidates. Being pro-Israel is good policy and good politics. With Jews you win. Blessed if you bless them. They're sharing APEC tracker too that shows Ed Galrain got $15 million for a Republican primary in Kentucky. Massie saying it's the most ever spent on a primary. He's criticizing it, but I remember seeing that one of his biggest donors was also some Zionist Jew. 15 million on a primary to primary out the incumbent just because I shouldn't say just because, but mostly because he votes against Israel. He's critical of Israel and AIPAC. And they're like, oh, take that, Massie. You want to talk about the AIPAC handlers in Congress? Well, you're out of here. Can they make it get any more obvious?
Enrico 305 sent $10 on Rumble.
Thank you, Enrico.
Shekels from Europe for the best podcast on the entire internet. Miss Tech Monkey, though.
Thank you. Thank you. Tech Monkey's co-host was on the other day.
Meredith sent $10
Big Tech was on.
seeing if this works.
Well, it works, Meredith. It works. So, making no bones about it. Buying off the politicians for a foreign interest and then rubbing it in our faces. That's how it is. Thomas Massie was about getting the Epstein files out and critical of Israel and Israeli influence. And they got him out of there in a heartbeat every single time. Ted Cruz says he wish Massie hadn't said this. What did he say?
I would have come out sooner, but I had to. All right. Listen, I would have come out sooner, but I had to call my opponent and concede, and it took a while to find Ed Galrain in Tel Aviv. I did get the call through, though. I have called and conceded the race. We've been honorable the whole time, and we're going to stay that way. What happens in 2028? You want? Oh,
cringe.
You want me to run for Congress again? I don't know what you're talking about.
Art One Delay sent $5. I remember hearing Omelette go off on Massie in space. Don't remember why though. Probably something to do with Tucker and the Christian anti-Zionist Xenon people, who you call Russia shills.
Yeah, he's definitely part of the Russia Sphere network. That's why I said on the show yesterday I wouldn't be surprised if he got a show on RT or started appearing on RT a lot after this. So I don't remember what Amalek said. I see some people in the chat saying Spencer's take on him was correct. I read that. I'll have to go check it out again. I mean, regardless about him, it's clear he took some anti-Israel positions and they got him out of there in a heartbeat, and that's who was mostly behind it. Nobody's disputing that.
All right, well, you made
He just lost a primary. He just got booted by the Jewish lobby and by a bunch of Christian Zionists in Kentucky, and now they think he's going to win president.
You spoke your piece, but I need a medical margarita right now, and we'll talk about it later. Thank you, and God bless.
Medical margarita. All right, this is what Spencer said. I say this with some reluctance and ambivalence, but I ultimately don't care for Thomas Massie and hope he loses. Thomas Massie is a libertarian and has become effectively Ron Paul 2.0. This means he is quote-unquote principled, according to his supporters, but it also means that he can conveniently offer a wholesale criticism of everything the government does, while never being held accountable and also while benefiting from working in the government. It's a great gig if you can get it. Sounds like he's describing like a release valve controlled op figure within Congress. One could easily imagine an unreconstructed Marxist as a member of the Congress. He would constantly solve the system as well as APEC and big money. Would he too be base? My guess is he'd just be as much of a class clown and sideshow as Thomas Massie. Thomas made his name more recently through the release of the Epstein files, and he's publicly accused innocent people of pedophilia and stood with quote-unquote survivors in some sort of neo-Me Too effort against the elite. Though Massie is a smart guy, he also seems to fall for all the conspiratard slop of the libertarian and left pro-Russia sphere. Massie is against Israel's war on Gaza. Okay, should he receive a trophy or blue ribbon for this opinion, which is common among liberals? And he's also against any sort of foreign policy action, including support for Ukraine. This is the fundamental reason why Russian assets like Dugin, Tucker, and the Ron Paul Institute find his election so important, that so many hardcore quote-unquote libertarian institutions have become, in effect, Soviet front groups is a hilarious irony of history, but not one that I'm in the business of supporting. So Kentuckians, go out and vote for the neocon. Bad or false opposition is worse than no opposition at all. Not bad. Not bad. I agree, but it still also stands true that the fact that somebody was talking about Epstein files and talking about Israel and they got him out in the fashion that they did also speaks volumes. They just got out Marjorie Taylor Greene too. It's like they either scared her or whatever happened. She left. She left immediately. Now they got him out. Did they get Rashida Tlaib out too? Is she still in? I can't remember. I know they tried a lot to get her out. It's crazy how there's lobbies that are just dropping millions into primary races because of like the lone issue of how a American that's supposed to represent people in Kentucky feels about a foreign nation. The lobbying influence is on full display. Amalek says there's no place for anti-Zionism politics in the right wing. It's true. It's true. You're stuck with Bible conspiratard Zionism on the right wing, basically. That's why we need a secular right or a secular middle right to combat the extreme left and the Zionist powers. Simple as that. Spence W.
Ballroom they're going to build, and there was the president talking about, by the way, while gas is almost $5 and diesel's almost $6, they're talking about this big
Cori Bush. They did it to Cori Bush too. That's right. Primaried her out.
Ballroom they're going to build, and it looks like the Roman Empire, architecture from the Roman Empire.
Oh, the Roman Empire. Oh no, some American, like all the rest of our architecture in America, Roman style architecture. Oh, it looks, oy vey, it looks like Edom. Look at him, Hebron, Kentucky. It's a Jewish city where the Cave of the Patriarchs is. Hebron, Kentucky. It's like Pence in Zionsville. What a shock. He lost Hebron, Kentucky.
I see a few analogies there.
We're very Dugan Kabbalist. Oh, we're the new Roman Empire. We're an empire collapsing. Very based. RT sharing the evil Edom collapsing. Imagine my shock. Wow.
There was the president talking about, by the way, while gas is almost $5 and diesel's almost $6, they're talking about this big ballroom they're going to build, and it looks like the Roman Empire, architecture from the Roman Empire. I see a few analogies there, and people are just trying to make ends meet. But we were promised that Miriam Adelson would pay for that ballroom, but she spent so much money in this race, they're going to have to reduce the footprint of that thing. And there was the president.
No. How much did they say was in this race? 25 million? 15 million? I forget now. Something like that. She's worth so many billions. That's nothing to her. That's pocket change to her. I get it though. I get the sentiment.
By the way, while gas is,
dude, on his way out, he goes, "Oh, you're the American, you evil Rome, Edom, American Empire. You're collapsing." 15 million. Yeah, that's nothing to Adelson. Did she even give the full 15 million either? Do we know exactly how much she gave? Tell Massie I want her to know it was me. That's funny. Look, RT is all over every one of these.
Of not letting me on Fox. They finally never did it. We ran a clean race. Hey, and there's, by the way, after 18 months of a blackout of not letting me on Fox, they finally let me on Fox today, 4 hours into the election. Hey, their slop is selling, so they'll keep selling it. But listen, I got to watch Fox also for the first time in 18 months. Never did it. We ran a clean race.
Slop.
Brewmaster Monk sent $5 on Rumble. We do need a secular right, but we won't win any elections. We need to hide behind layers of plausible deniability and push existing movements and issues like consumer privacy and free speech.
Okay. All right. Note taken on the strategy. Hide behind layers of plausible deniability and push movements like consumer privacy and free speech. No, I think we need to be radical, extremist. What's the term? Extremist, centrist, secular. Extremist, secular, centrist. Right-leaning, secular, centrist. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. We need to get the
All right.
pamphlets ready.
Listen, I would have come out sooner, but I had to call my opponent and concede, and it took a while to find Ed Galbraith in the 250-year history of this country. You know, welcome to the most expensive congressional primary ever in the 250-year history of this country. It's not just the most expensive. This thing went on longer than Vietnam. It started 9 months ago, and they didn't even have a candidate, and they decided they want to take me out.
He was in office for like 13 years too, I heard. Trump calls Massie a bad guy, said he deserved to lose.
The Massie thing. On the Massie thing, he was a bad guy. He deserves to lose. Thank you very much, everybody. Wait. Pulitzer Prize, we have to get this
What does that say? Billionaire plot Congress, Kentucky primary. Oh yeah. All right, now check out all the more alien psyops dropping today. We got Steven Spielberg doing an interview also, so you know it's real. So you know it's definitely not a psyop. Spielberg's pushing it. Wait till we see that. Daily Mail also, totally serious, legitimate Daily Mail says 4 species of aliens recovered from crashed UFO, according to CIA scientist. Dude, the slop, the Jesus slop, the alien slop, the psyops coming out of Daily Mail. You want to know what the psyops and the distractions are? It's what's being pushed by Daily Mail and Fox News, the clip we're going to show here in a second. Dude. I'm on team these aliens. I'm on the Nordic overlord giant aliens. If those are true, that would be super based. Daily Mail, world-shaking UFO files release imminent as insider hints at much bigger secrets in the next disclosure drop. Now it's like Q drops. Now they're dropping us little breadcrumbs here and there. The last one was a big nothing burger. Oh, don't worry, there's more. Sexy aliens? Well, here apparently the most reported alien beings are giant Nordic humanoids, human-like appearance, advanced intelligence, peaceful nature, highly advanced society. That's where I come from. This is my ancestors. Reptilian, Sauron, highly intelligent, strong and resilient, advanced tech. That would be so. Wouldn't it be awesome? They should make that a movie where like every species, every mammal, not just monkeys and apes, every mammal like evolved into like a humanoid, intelligent, as smart as humans. You know, the frogs are as smart as humans. The sharks are as smart as humans. Our ancestors banged aliens. That's what they want us to believe. The little gray, the little hobbit midgets, advanced technology, all of them are Mantis. Oh, okay, now we're Starship Troopering. Yeah, even the bugs, if the bugs all became super advanced and big like humanoids, that would be cool. That would be cool evolution. If there was a god, he would make everybody as smart as humans. Telepathic abilities. Dude. 5,000 likes. People really think this is real stuff. People are really sold on this. We laugh at it and think it's absurd. And people legit really think there's all the Galactic Federation, Trump's involved. So see all this secret technology. Here's me with my we're on team Nordic humanoid. This could be us. This could be us if we never got mind raped by the Abrahamic mind virus. Different continuums, yeah. In a parallel universe, it wasn't apes that became the pinnacle of the planet. It was birds. Most people think it's absurd. No, more than you would think believe in this. Totally real. One more. Here's one more. This could be us if we stayed pagan and never became Christians. We could have got back to the true seeds, our true lineage. Does Robert Zepper really believe this? Like, Zepper-pilled people probably believe something like this. Or Giorgiani. Doesn't Giorgiani believe in the Nordic overlords? Atlantean, fallen, I don't know. Do people think that these are the fallen angels? Oh, you just think they're Aryan queens, but they're actually secretly demonic fallen angels. All right, here's the Fox News story. Let's see what they say.
Fighting the president.
This kook again.
We are not alone. The Pentagon released the UFO files a few weeks back, and we just found out over 1 billion people have visited the site. 1 billion. It's got to be a record. The War Department says more files will be released soon. UFO experts and top researchers have been investigating aliens for years. Their sources say dozens of crashed UFOs have been recovered, and what they found inside, shocking.
And do people think that there's one type of non-human intelligence that's visiting the Earth, or is there many, many types?
People who have been involved in recoveries have said
there are at least 4 separate types. Now, I have not had direct access to that, but I believe the people who I talk to.
4 different types of life.
Yeah, in case you didn't know that we're part of a Judeo-Merkava mysticism, Fallen Angels, Book of Enoch, big biblical psyop going on right now. Now Fox News is pushing it heavy. They already were. They're pushing it again some more.
4 different types of life.
4 different species of aliens. Another scientist called them Greys, Nordics, Insectoids, and Reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us.
Dude, Fox News is legitimizing Nordic giant aliens. Nordic, Aryan. Dude, I can't believe it.
Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails like a lizard.
Total alien supremacy, dude. Let me tell you.
The Greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics.
Are they gonna like try to convince the whole non-white world that we're a bunch of aliens here to like drink their baby blood or something? Is that gonna be the psyop? Everybody's gonna hate white people and think that we're Nordic alien demons. Is that where this is going? Yo, thank you, Anonymous. Dude, Anonymous coming through every day. Thank you.
Files and found that Donald is an alien orangutan hybrid from Alpha Centauri.
Dude, that's actually believable. That's funny. Thank you so much.
Donzo sent $5. Was your college team any good? You still ball?
My junior college team was good, but my Division II was like last place in the conference. It was a really good conference, but yeah, no, not really. Coach sucked. Coach is awful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anonymous, coming through again.
But 7 feet tall. We haven't seen long tails like a lizard like us. Insectoids and reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us. Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails like a lizard. Insectoids look like a praying mantis. The Greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics look like a regular Swedish guy, but 7 feet tall.
Yes.
We haven't seen the evidence, but Pete
Hyperboreans detected.
Evidence is coming, and there are a lot of believers in Congress.
Dude, I would have been in the NBA if it wasn't for that coach. Let me tell you, so true.
I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human.
Yo, can we get some more lip filler for the alien OnlyFans shill in Congress for the Christ brain? Enoch shill. Can we get some more lip filler, please, for our Congress ethot?
And creation, that's my opinion.
Releasing the files isn't easy. They've been hidden for years, and a lot of people want to keep it that way.
The problem we have right now is the deep state's fighting the president on releasing. He kept his word, and I suspect
Deep State's covering up them aliens, let me tell you, and the Bible's totally real, and it's the book of Enoch.
not so friendly comrades in some of our alphabet agencies are slow walking a lot of the information. It's about power, it's about control, and that's kind of what runs Washington.
So why is our own government fighting so hard to keep these secret? Well, a dozen scientists have either gone missing or died. Now, we don't know if that's related, but people are scared.
It's not related. It's not. And it's a list of people that has got nothing to do with any of this. So, are you going to tell me Wilcox, the guy that shot himself, that's who's having mental breakdowns on his streams, that's related to this? Come on, dude.
One I thought was going to do an interview, and then a couple days before sent me a message saying, after further consideration and long talks with my wife, I decided I'd be forfeiting my life if I participated in your interview. And I thought that was like very unsettling message to get, obviously, but also very specific word choice, forfeiting my life.
Oh, dude, I forfeited my life to
We are not
expose
alone.
these aliens.
The Pentagon released.
Steven Spielberg has a new movie called Disclosure Day. Of course, there's a Spielberg movie called Disclosure Day right now. Of course. Oh, help me, Jesus. Help me, Jewish God. Help me, help me, help me.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God!
The film is highly anticipated. I've seen it. I don't want to give away too much, obviously, because
Ben Affleck meme.
Wonderful moments in the film. I've seen it. Very beautiful. I was deeply moved by it. So many incredible performances in this. Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Eve Hewson, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth. I understand in this film we have an exclusive clip here from Disclosure Day. Is there anything we need to know about this?
The clip. Well, the story is a chase. The story is a kind of race for the truth. It's a pursuit.
The Aryan gods are back, flying out of inner Earth in their advanced aircrafts to fight back. Let's hope so, dude. We can only pray.
To take an entire archive of all the information about you.
Dude, I'm going to make an AI of myself as a giant Nordic alien. I'm on it.
UFO.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, Lisa. Yes, me too.
An extraterrestrial visit archive of all the information about UFO and extraterrestrial visitation to this planet, beginning with Roswell in 1947, and the people who have been guarding these secrets and keeping these secrets away from the general public, the whistleblowers inside that organization have stolen the entire archive. And those who do not want the truth to be known go after them. And there's a couple of very important people in our story. Emily Blunt plays Margaret, and Josh O'Connor, they're both incredible.
I just realized I've been seeing the ads for this movie everywhere, but I haven't watched him. Here's the official teaser. We'll watch when we're done with his. Actually, I don't know what we're talking about, so let's watch.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you.
Help me, Jesus. Oh, bro. Hey, dude, nothing Spielberg hates more. Hey, Goy, be scared. Cling to Jesus, Goy. Hey, Goy, right? It's in the palm of your hand. You need your Jesus, dude.
On Rumble. We should write a new centrist social contract, advocate for a constitutional convention, and get content creators from all over the political spectrum to poo. The government is hungry for legitimacy.
Radical secular centrist sounds great, but we will get killed by both sides, figuratively and literally. Best we could do is spoiler like the libertarians. The libertarians have never spoiled anybody. What, Ron Paul and Massie, that's it? Hey, dude, I love Spielberg. Hey, ooh, creepy animals.
If someone showed
Scary
you,
music.
proved it to you,
Go to Jesus, Goy.
would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
Uh-oh, nuns down bad. Dude, did an alien possess her? She possessed by an alien fallen angel demon?
Big Swag Fella sent $5 on Rumble. I'm a alien.
Dude. Paging J. Dyer, Esoteric Hollywood, Steven Spielberg, the very beginning of the trailer, scaring you, telling you to cling to Jesus. Take hold of Jesus. Find comfort and refuge from the fallen angel demons and the Antichrist and the end times with Jesus. Brought to you by Steven Spielberg. She's speaking in tongues. Good one. She sharded live on air. No, she's being possessed. The alien is communicating to everybody, and I don't know if anybody can understand her. But hold on. Also, why is everybody watching? Do they know it's disclosure? Oh, dude, the nuns. Hey, how much more of this do we need, guys? To put it together, the psyop that's happening right here. Suddenly, the secret messaging doesn't count when it's pushing Jesus. The alien from Project Hail Mary was pretty sick. Dude, I wanted to go see that in the theater, and I just checked, and it's gone already in my theater. Engineered Armageddon. Sounds like alien ASMR. Dude, hey, if it doesn't get any more obvious of what's going on here from Spielberg and the alien disclosure psyop, come on! Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm taking face.
Sent $5. How about a political party where we drink tea like David Wilcock? He's with the GA alien overlords now, please pray.
Yeah, he looked like he could have been a Nordic alien, actually. Good one. It's happening, guys.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
Catholic Charity's gonna flood the planet with actual aliens? I know, huh?
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
Crop circles are real. What? Crop circle in real time?
Encountering the unknown.
Dude, the schizos are gonna go into overload. We got Dune Messiah, about a galactic war, prophetic war and a Messiah coming out this summer. We got this coming out this summer. Dude, we are being psyoped to Kingdom Come. Odyssey, can't wait for Odyssey also.
Coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
Goyam can't handle the truth.
Concerning Jupiter gases, we have light bulbs that use electrified gases like argon, nitrogen, mercury vapor, neon and argon. Guess what? All of these elements are also present in Jupiter.
Yeah, I know. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Why would he make such a vast universe?
That sounds like what the Christians are saying right now. Hey, they're inviting the Christian Zionist pastors to go meet with the government about this alien disclosure. Warn your flocks at your churches for disclosure. We are not alone. There is more to God's creation. Like, what is going on here?
They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
Why would he make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us?
Welcome to the real world.
Wow. Okay, so this is what he's talking about.
Together, but Josh O'Connor suddenly realizes that he knows a language that a week ago he didn't know he knew. And something has happened to both of these people that has imbued them with tremendous powers, not superhero Marvel DC type powers, but powers that we could all relate to, powers involving human connection and empathy, deep empathy. And this scene is where he admits that he suddenly understands something that a week ago he...
Optics Prime sent $5 on Rumble. In the Sumerian tablets, the Anunnaki come to Earth and create humans to do work they don't want to, like mine for gold.
I'm familiar with the story, yes. I don't believe it's true, but I've heard it.
Didn't even know anything about.
Yvonne?
Look at this. Do you understand what she's saying?
I hear it.
Yeah, they're speaking in
I
tongues.
can't understand it.
Okay, I just heard this for the first time.
Oh, do you know what? I heard it just reminded me. Remember they were like, they're going to say that there's going to be a new alien religion and that the aliens created the religion. So they're going to say the aliens are behind the apostles and the prophets in the Bible who spoke in tongues and predicted the future. Perfectly aligns with that. Oh, speaking in a new language and other people are able to understand these tongues sounds like the origins of Christianity with the apostles. Sounds like Tower of Babel stuff.
I hear it. It's gibberish. I can't understand it.
Okay, I just heard this for the first time, and I can. It's English.
English?
I mean, it's math turned English in my head, translated into words. When I look at this, I hear this.
I love your description.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I love the choice, not just the description, but I love the choice of empathy as a superpower in this.
Yeah.
Because there are many moments in this when Emily Blunt's character, without giving anything away,
because the evil Goyim have no empathy, right?
Expresses this empathy toward people, and it doesn't just get them out of a tight bond at times, it actually changes the people to whom she is expressing this inner power of hers. And those are some of the most beautiful moments in the film.
I think if you become the person you're talking to, even if it's for 5 seconds, and in 5 seconds...
Yeah, be more empathetic, Goyim. Christians, be more empathetic. Let the aliens teach you a lesson on how to be good Gentiles.
You understand deeply everything this person's been through throughout their entire life before you...
The aliens are going to teach us to love.
There would be a lot more cooperation.
He's going to be a light to the nations, teaching the nations to love and have empathy.
Between our own species.
I was going to talk shit about our species. Let's see what Jones says about this. Is Jones on board with this?
Do people think that there's one...
What's the angle he's going to take? Where's Jones?
Parrots it all. And look, I like Jesse Waters, overall. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but he just parrots it all. And this whole UFO thing are nothing burgers. It's a giant distraction. You got the whole Steven Spielberg movie coming out next month. It's all a huge psyop. Jesse Waters drops a bombshell. Researchers claim dozens of crashed UFOs have been recovered with 4 different alien species on board. 2 arms, 2 legs, long lizard tails, standing 7 feet tall. Insiders are too terrified to talk, saying an interview could literally forfeit their life. What the hell is our government hiding? I mean, folks, they've got advanced craft. There is interdimensional stuff. There is alien stuff going on. But all this stuff they're putting out is...
Oh, so there is interdimensional demons and the Bible's totally true, but this is fake. This is covering up the truth that it's fallen angels and the Bible's true. Is that the angle we're taking?
Distractionary, just like with the Epstein stuff, where they don't put out the really hardcore stuff. So there's a lot of suppressed technology they don't want us to know about as well. So I'll be getting into more of this as it unfolds. But
yeah, like what?
Here's Jesse Waters talking about this. And remember, I'm the guy they say is the lizard guy, that lizards run the world. That's David Icke. Okay? And I'm not saying interdimensionally that's not going on or people haven't...
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, don't you say it's interdimensional clockwork elves, vampires, demons that run the world, and Baal worshippers and Moloch worshippers. He's like, I'm not the reptilian guy, but actually I am. It's just interdimensional in the Bible. Bible reptilians.
People see that. I'm not attacking David Icke. My point is that what are they doing? What is this? And they never show you any proof. It's all just rumors, no disinformation people out there. Oh, the aliens are a threat. Are they going to stage a false flag? Blue beam? Absolutely. That's what's being prepped. Here is Jesse Waters.
We are not alone. The
Yeah,
is in the
Is Jones going to say anything else?
They're
live. Nope.
They're flooding the zone with this BS crap.
Nice try, globalist.
Flooding the zone. Okay, well. Neil deGrasse Tyson changing his view on UFOs?
Anonymous sent $5. Interdimensional demons possessed Alex Jones to look at T-Girl on air.
Yeah, Jones, I think, is covering. Jones is covering for the interdimensional reptilians now. Jones. We've lost Jones to the aliens. He's a part of it. He's covering it up. I've got the new thumbnail I did the other day that has this same exact theme. By the way, I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
I would have never. Now I know you personally, but I would have never imagined. If I didn't know Neil deGrasse Tyson, well, he's not talking extraterrestrial.
Yeah, I think Blair White might be an alien.
The debunker. He's, don't bring that my way. I'm an astrophysicist and I'm married to one. And I think all my kids do that also. So I'm like 2-3 generations deep of science-y. Don't bring that noise my way. You say quite the opposite, my friend. Why would you write about extraterrestrial life?
Yeah, so what began to happen, if you go back long enough, not that long, a few decades ago, many of the accounts of UFOs and alien abductions and things,
you like the new meme?
Who didn't otherwise have title or integrity that their
keeps me up at night.
Station in life would grant them.
There
was the farmer in his back 40. There was drunken revelers at 2 a.m. staggering out of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be their accounts of UFOs that would get reported on. And beginning a few years ago, and all of you in the media just ate it up when various whistleblowers and insiders.
News Nation has covered this more.
The aliens are covering up Yahweh. That's true.
Than anybody, and had more of the whistleblowers than anyone else.
There you go.
And they ain't farmers.
There you go. They're not farmers. They're not drunken revelers. And there was a parade of them. Many of them former, ex-military, intelligence agency officers, and under oath, in front of Congress. By the way, this is the last and only time I remember in the past decade where both houses of Congress were just together with one investigative purpose. That was I was quite impressed by that. Aliens brought us together is what that was. So when these people of high rank started reporting, I said, all right, I have to jump in here. I can't stay silent. I have to be a participant in what's going on. So I just thought we have to anchor some of this conversation. And little did I realize I knew this, but I didn't feel it until I decided to put words to page.
Now that my high priest of science says it, I believe it. Now I think aliens are real.
We pray that Apophis will slightly graze the earth and bring us back to the shield and sword age. Also, we promise there won't be any gay initiation rituals. Another plus of our cult is that we will actually see our God.
Yeah, the Nordic aliens had no parts. They had nothing to do with any of the probing. That's the other alien cult. Thank you, ABX.
Here is my contribution.
Glad that you're catching alive, ABX89. Thank you for all the support. Good to see you back. Appreciate you.
For decades, I've been contemplating Hollywood's attempts to portray aliens, what they look like, how creative were they, how creative were they not, what was the intelligence they were given, what powers they had. And all of this is floating in my head. And I said, now that we have high-ranking whistleblowers, let me jump in and participate in this conversation. And I thought to myself, let's take aliens as a given and then talk about what that would be like. If they landed, what should you say to them? If they asked to take you to your leader, who would you choose? Let's have these conversations.
Trump, Moshiach, take us to your leader. We lead him to Netanyahu.
They
Rothschild.
continue to push it off to the side or kick the can down the street. I said, let's do it.
Crazy. Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson's pushing it too, so you know it's legit. Totally legit. Sorry, if you hear me typing, I'm working on my Nordic alien thumbnail. All right, now here's Asmongold, a huge streamer, asked if he believes in Jesus. Let's hear what he has to say.
At the same time, you can't believe, I believe in Jesus as being the Messiah. I have not been blessed with that faith. I do not believe that. Sorry, I don't. I wish I did. If you want me to be completely honest, I wish I did. But my rational mind just can't let me believe that. I just can't.
Yeah, any rational mind should know that it ain't working. That ain't happening. Noah's Ark, any rational mind. Adam and Eve, Noah's Ark, talking donkeys, blood magic ritual, scapegoat atonement. Like, if you're rational, if you're an adult, you should easily, if you have discernment, you should know this is myth. This is Jewish fairy tales. Any rational mind. Is this too much to ask for? How come everybody can't just have a mind that just goes, that can detect the bullshit?
My mind just can't let me believe that. But my rational mind just can't let me believe that. I just can't. But at the same time, you can't believe, and I don't know, if new evidence comes out or something's proven for me to be sure of, but aren't you Jewish? I don't know yet. And we're in the same place. Yeah, that's why it's called faith, brother. I don't view that to be good. Like the idea that you're going to believe something with no evidence, I don't view that to be a positive.
No, it's a bad thing. Faith without evidence is how you get duped into believing lies. Faith is not a virtue. Having faith that, what is the faith really in, too? Is it the faith that Jesus died for your sin? No, your faith is in the people that wrote the Bible, that what they wrote was true. So if you are a Christian, your faith is in Jews. Your faith is that Jews were chosen by God and that you need to follow the Jewish Messiah. That is the faith. The faith is that you have faith in a God that demanded the sacrifice of his son to save you from hell. That's the faith. Dude, why can't everybody just have this take? Dude, come on.
Something with no evidence, I don't view that to be a positive. But that's really how I believe in Jesus as being the Messiah.
Whoa, this is creepy. All right, we're going to show you the first version of the alien. Alien mock-up number 1. Oops. Hey, that'd be cool to do a collab with Asmongold. Hey, dude, let's talk about how fake and Jewish Christianity is. Let's use our rational minds, Asmongold, and talk about how fake and mythological it is, and he never even existed. Let's hear Sneako's take on this.
Yeah. But at the same time, you can't believe, and I don't know, if new evidence comes out...
No, look at that. He's having a real conversation about faith right now. So you know what happened. So after he finished his clip and he's talking about how we disagree on things, but there's some agreements, someone mentions that we both believe Jesus is the Messiah. Peace be upon him. And now he's having a real response.
Or something's proven.
Yeah, that was the question. They asked if he thought Jesus was the Messiah. How about a better question? Do you think that there's such a thing as a prophesied Messiah?
Blessed with even Jesus being the Messiah. I have not been blessed with that faith. I do not believe that.
He's not.
Do you believe that there's such a thing as a prophesied Messiah of the Torah, though? That's the real question. That's the question that I want to know. All right, here's Nordic Alien number 1. Thank you, New Order America.
America sent $20 on Rumble. Seen you in a Fro Yak video.
Yes, let's go.
Now I'm showing other young Christians the green pill.
Good.
I see the majority of young Christians aren't that deep into it as the boomers.
Nope, they can be saved. The younger generations can be saved. All they need is a little help. out-Christian them. Come on, why is this not playing? Yo, shout out Frojax, helping wake up some of the audience. That's good to hear.
I do not believe.
Right, I was talking. You know what was funny? Academics was talking about.
Yeah, aren't you Jewish? I don't know. I don't view that to be good. Like the idea that you're going to believe something with no evidence, I don't view that to be a positive. But yeah, that's really
this
how
is
I
just
believe
creepy.
Jesus being the Messiah.
Believe it with no evidence. You know what was funny?
Look like an avatar.
Was talking about how slavery is the worst thing. Slavery is the worst thing ever. Right?
Animals showing up.
The Japanese people had to suffer with the Hiroshima Nagasaki bomb. Academic says slavery is the worst thing to ever happen in history. Then we talk about faith, and he said, how do you know it's real? And I talk about the evidences, I talk about the proofs. He's like, you weren't there, you didn't see it. And you think afterwards, it's like, so how do you know slavery is real? How do you know slavery?
I hated that noise. He always does it, dude. It makes me never want to do another soundbite again. That fuck. How many times does he do that a show? Who likes that? Where are his people to tell him that that's not a good idea? Dude, the long hair is making him look like Abu from Aladdin or something.
Slavery happened. So much of your identity and what you believe in to be right and wrong and what is the worst thing and what's the best thing and how black people should be treated. Being black is the top of his priorities in life. And slavery is the worst thing ever. And his idea of blackness is tied to that tragedy. And he has no way to prove it existed. What's the difference? People like...
Dude, the proof that slavery existed is overwhelming and everywhere. He's really saying that there's the same amount of evidence for Jesus as slavery, as the African slave trade. Dude, what kind of sneako Muslim brain is this? Oh, you don't believe Jesus? You don't have faith in Jesus? Well, how do you believe in slavery then? Wow. It's like a version of how they say, oh, if you don't believe in Jesus is real, then Alexander the Great and all the emperors of Rome, they're not real either, right?
And what is the worst thing and what's the best thing and how black people should be treated. Being black is the top of his priorities in life. And slavery is the worst thing ever. And his idea of blackness is tied to that tragedy. And he has no way to prove it existed. What's the difference? People like that have faith in slavery. You weren't there. You didn't see it. And then they'll look and talk about the companions and talk about the time of the prophet, peace be upon him, and say, how do you know this happened? You're believing in something that's crazy. This is insane for you to have faith on that.
Whoa. So magical stories from ancient times are the same as slavery from well-documented slavery from a few hundred years ago. Unbelievable. Wow. Powerful argument, bro. I can't even believe that's his argument. Yeah, how this dumbass comparing God and Jesus to things like slavery. Slavery was 100 years ago, not as far as 2,000 years ago. Yeah, there's still people alive today where like their grandparents could have told them their grandparents could have been slaves. And he's going to say that's the same as Jesus or Muhammad. Oh my gosh, that's bad. That's bad. Another clip. This one's from See Through It All. This is what the flat earth is. Smuggling Jesus. It's just another Christian cope. Jewish David Weiss, who's studying the Torah with rabbis and teaching them flat earth. I just want to deny God. Their flat earth kookery is all about trying to prove the Jewish God.
The idea of the earth being a ball is anti-God. It's anti-creation. It's to disconnect you from your true source. It's to make you think that you evolved from pond scum versus were created.
See, it's their denial of evolution. It's their wanting the Bible to be real. Amalek says, the claim of slavery that humans enslaved other humans requires no magic. It's like inevitable. Not that God came down and talked to people. Yeah, like one's thousands of years ago and supernatural, and one's 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and nothing magical or supernatural. Sneeko is... Dude. They're not sending their best. Sneeko, this is what I'm up against, guys. Literal Abrahamic Bible brain. Where's my Sneeko? My Noahide Sneeko. Here it is. Dude, one of the 4 horsemen of the Abrahamic opposition. Sneeko with his big brain take. Faith in the Bible is the same as believing in slavery. If you don't believe in slavery, how can you believe in anything? Or I'm sorry, the Bible, how could you believe in anything? Sneaky Sneeko. This is what we're up against, guys. This is the nightmares I see at night. This is what we must overcome to break the Abrahamic matrix. The 4 horsemen of Yahweh, the gatekeepers of Yahweh. The first thing you see after death. Yeah, Sneeko probably does. He has done Flat Earth, I think, with Zerka. Remember, he's like, is evolution satanic? Tucker on Israeli TV? Let's see this one. I haven't watched it yet.
Genocide? Really labeled Israel as committing genocide? You said that.
Ethnic cleansing. Israel's trying to take the people who live there and move them out.
You said genocide. You said about Israelis,
genocide, killing,
about the people,
killing
the state of the Jews. You said we're committing genocide.
Israel has murdered all these children, thousands of children in Gaza. But the real criminal is me because I describe that as genocide. Okay, it's not it's killing innocents. It's wrong.
Good argument.
You can call it genocide or ethnic cleansing.
So you're not
you
calling
can call
it
it a crime, a sin, an atrocity. I don't really care. What I'm saying is murdering children is wrong. You're more upset by how I describe the murder of children than you are at the murder of children, which says a lot.
So. Really labeled Israel as committing
mogged. That's a good line of argument, I think. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Do we have all of this on these guys that shot up the mosque? These schizo gamers?
Alabama Yeoman sent $5 on Rumble. How come the Jews haven't used the blacks to kill all of us yet, Adam?
Good question. I've never thought... Whoa. I never thought of that before. That's crazy. Good point. Thank you, Jesus, for saving me from the Jews and their hordes of minorities. Have you thought about that? That's wild. This is what we have to. This is what I have to put up with. This is what it is.
An idiot.
Christian evangelist and street preacher Bryce Crawford on Sean Ryan.
That fit my worldview. Do you know about the Black Hebrew Israelites?
I've never even heard that term.
Oh, dude, it'll blow your mind.
What is it?
Okay.
Have you heard of the white Hebrew Israelites? Because you'll probably sign up.
So, would you guys say that y'all are children of Abraham?
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
It's a cult, basically, where they think black people are the only people that can enter the kingdom of heaven.
Interesting. Why do they think that?
Like these false doctrines, that's the nastiest thing about deception, Sean, is because you don't know you're being deceived when you're being deceived. It's like the same thing with the prosperity gospel. It's the same thing with the KKK leader guy.
So do you think that black people and Asian people and Indian people, do you believe that any other race other than white people are of the devil?
I don't think of the devil.
Like they can cherry pick things from scripture, and
he said no. How's that a W clip if he said no? He's like, no.
Find things that fit their narrative. And like the way that we should approach the Bible is not, let me find things in the Bible that fit my life, that fit my worldview, that fit my theology. Let the Bible transform my worldview.
Okay, so is Israel today the same Israel of the Old Testament?
No, not at all.
So why would the context of the Old Testament, when it says Israel is God's chosen people, because who is Israel?
Everyone has a perspective about Jesus. Everyone does. Why is that? Why is Jesus the man that everyone has a perspective about? That's fascinating to me. That question has no language barrier, no nation barrier.
Because it's the myth that conquered the world. It's the meme that infected the minds of the planet, spread like a viral plague. And everybody wants to have their own personal Jesus. Everybody wants Jesus to look like them. Everybody wants Jesus. People make Jesus in their image.
I'm very cautious to listen to people that give like wide, detailed descriptions of heaven, because there's not really a lot about it. We read that about the seraphim in the book of Revelation and Isaiah 6. That's
Seraphim?
Seraphim. So they're angels that have 6 wings, and they have eyes all over them. And the Bible describes them in Isaiah chapter 6 that when they're in the presence of God, that they have to cover their eyes themselves with their wings to even sing how holy God is.
Can we get away from the Harry Potter make-believe stuff? Is it too much to ask? Why is the make-believe, low IQ, fantastical thinking so dominant? It's like the whole world is just a bunch of children. A bunch of easily led sheep children.
A lot of lives have been changed from coming on the show. That makes me feel good. I was able to pay it forward like that. Even for this interview, I hope that God is smiling down on us and going,
Every god and all of the religions.
Dude, that shirt, I hate Satan. Dude, I bet he's selling a lot of those. I'm a Satan. I hate the Jewish boogeyman.
There was this description described as if God was on the top of the mountain and the Buddhist was on one side, and if you looked a little bit further, the Muslim was on another side, and if you looked a little bit further, the Hindu was on another side, and if you looked a little bit further, there was another religion, and they're all climbing their way up the mountain. The Taoist monk was on one side, and they're working their way to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ is the only God out of every religion where Jesus comes down from the mountain and meets people where they're at.
Yeah, nobody else had a story about a God interacting with anybody. It is true, though, that the reason the Jesus myth became so widespread was that people believed he actually existed.
differences between Protestants and Catholicism?
There's denominational differences. There's things that I appreciate about.
Dude, maybe if I did my hair like that, I could get on Sean Ryan. Do I need to do the Groper Zoomer? Or the, I look like, what's his name now? Who's that? Who are the two brothers that fight? Logan Paul?
Catholicism
I hate
that I respect,
Satan,
that
bro.
I think Protestants need to learn a little bit more from.
My church is the only real church.
We really agree on the primary, but we're arguing over who's better and who's the real true church. I think that we need to see.
We worship Jews the right way. You don't, bro. Dude, I can't do it.
Seems like you have some pretty strong feelings about Islam as well.
Oh,
Prophet Muhammad, 600 years after Jesus was born, according to the Hadiths, Muhammad was visited by the angel Gabriel. If you read the Hadiths, he's visited by the angel Gabriel, and he is squeezed and he is pressed and beaten by this angel.
It's a demon, sand demon.
To think that they're claiming an angel visited him in a cave. Because every time you read the Bible and an angel visits someone, they get afraid and they say, wait, don't be afraid. They
comfort angels
the person that they visit, but for some reason Muhammad is beaten.
Only the Jews are visited by angels. Only Pharisees like Paul are visited by true spirits.
So much so that he tried to kill.
My hair's looking more viral. Thanks, Skunky Tron. Is that all I gotta do? If I want to go more viral, I just have to do my hair like that. Dude, look at that hair. I hate this kid. Yeah, how about this? Danny Jones? Yeah, dude, tell me more about the Nordic Apollonian Hyperborean aliens, bro. Tell me your story, dude.
Multiple times. Jump off of a mountain. Their own writings recorded.
Dude, I hate Satan too, dude. He's like bad, bro.
Wait.
Dude, you want to hear an edgy take?
God.
F Satan, dude.
And so there we have the birth of Islam. The Quran. You'll notice that it's written in two different time periods. The first half of the Quran feels very inclusive. Jews and Christians are people of the book.
Dude, Quran's totally like fake, dude. The Bible's real, though.
to confirm our scriptures. But as
Dude, should I get some tats? What if I got like a Hebrew word like Yeshua?
and more exclusive.
Or like circumcised on my arm in Hebrew?
The Lost Tribes British-Israelite theory pushed by John Wilson and others is especially deranged and seems to have spawned the whole CI insanity.
Yeah, total prison gang of kooks and wannabe Jews. Nah, bro, we don't hate the Jews. We are the Jews. Satan sucks on a shirt would rule.
Well, in a sense, but not in
Yeah, Satan sucks is way better than I hate Satan.
the sense that we're going to physically.
I hate Satan, and Satan's anybody that doesn't bow down to my Jewish king. And you either worship the king of the Jews or you're satanic, and I hate you. Okay, cool. Not divisive at all.
Kill you over it.
Interesting discussions. End times.
The end times.
What do you think?
Can't wait, bro. Based. Yo, dude, you think that like we're in the end times? Dude, you ever talked about the end times on weed, man?
Put your right hand on your hip. Hold the rock like this and run as fast as you can from there to there. And throw the rock as farther as you can with your left hand.
Oh, bro, we're reenacting David and Goliath, man. Dude, guns, God, what is it?
All right, arm up. You gotta run like that.
Guns, God, and weed, man. Dude, Sean Ryan's got a nice backyard, nice mansion. Must be good being a Navy SEAL, Green Beret, drug runner, and then working and then being a big shill for Jewish bullshit. Guns, God, and gooning. Guns, God, and weed. Dude, I think I might stay on YouTube and get some sponsors and get more popular if I start doing my hair like Logan Paul and Danny Jones. Dude, sell a lot of goy slop to the goys, you get a nice mansion. Feel me? Christian nationalist pastor Joel Webbin. Dude, Joel Webbin's the greatest man
thing that we
of our
did
day
in the West is we
did. When Trump's gone, we got the new Christian right, Joel Webbin. We're in good hands. The Jews stand no chance when Joel Webbin's in charge.
When we come out on the other side, whatever that looks like, I can't pretend to be able to predict everything, but at the same time, I think there are some basic principles that are inevitable, and one of them is going to be less freedom. One thing that we did in the West is we exalted liberty above virtue, and freedom just for the sake of freedom is not virtuous. It's not commendable. So like just because we can doesn't mean we should. Like we have, so like even when I think of freedom of speech, like if a leftist is bringing me before a judge, I'm going to appeal to the First Amendment all day long in the Constitution. But that's because I know that what I'm saying is right, and I know that they're wicked. But in theory, that's what I'll do in practice. But in theory, I don't think you should be able to say whatever you want. When we come out on the other side, whatever.
The guy that wants blasphemy laws. Well, we can't say whatever we want. There's defamation. There is some restricted speech, not hate speech. It's only de facto restricted. Dude, this guy that hates America and wants to be his Rabbi Jesus first and wants blasphemy laws like the Jews can go F himself. Do I look like somebody that's going to not ever blaspheme your fake Jewish God?
Forget about it.
Yo, Webbin, you're not shutting this goy up, okay, bitch?
Forget about it.
Oh. Jocelyn says weak men make hard times. Yeah, gospel singers like Joel Webbin. All right, so you guys probably heard the story yesterday. A San Diego Islamic center was shot up by two young men that were total internet schizo. We're going to read some of their writings. He says their religion, Caleb Vasquez says his religion is the white race. But he appears to also be some sort of a Christian. Let's see, where's the first one we're going to do? We'll watch the video. I don't know if I play it. They might not be able to post this on YouTube. There's no audio. I haven't watched it yet. YouTube clipper, you might have to clip this out. They had a shootout with the security guard. 3 people died. Did they shoot themselves or they got shot? I didn't look too deep into it. We're kind of doing the research now. Oh, dude, copycat, just like that other trans shooter with stuff written all over their weapons. They were Mexican. Yeah, it rumored that they were trans or... He's got that, what is that? Sun? Forget the name of it. Sun wheel? Amalek was telling me they were gamers playing some game, some internet subculture, underground. Two teenagers carried out horrific mass shooting. 17-year-old Kane Clark and 18-year-old Caleb Vasquez live streamed the attack, killing 3 people before both died by suicide. Investigating as a hate crime. Tactical gear, rifles, had racist messages and SS insignia. One perpetrator was, the Sonnenrad, the black sun neo-Nazi symbol during the live stream. This appears to be targeted extremist attack. It's a copycat, like, what is the guy's name? Brevlev or something like that? Didn't he do that shit? Dude, looks like a little psychopath. 17-year-old, he was a wrestler. Trans, people are saying he looks trans. There's another image where he looks kind of trans. Still photos obtained by the Post have surfaced of the live stream shooting, including one pic showing Kane Clark fatally shooting Caleb before turning the gun on himself. Wow. The gun says race war now. There's a swastika. Dude. Trans Nazi and a Mexican Nazi. Dude, what a crazy schizo world. I worry about some internet 4chan BitChute comments, schizo CI Christian trying to hunt me down and do something like this. I put my neck out on the line, put myself at risk for some schizo triggered that I'm making fun of his favorite rabbi. Wannabe Aryans. That's funny. He had a TikTok account. This is one of the videos. 600 Flecktarn Crusader. Oh, we got a Christ Crusader on our hands here. Weaponized, brainwashed Discord trannies. Was it a Discord thing too? So this is just all of his posts. What the hell? weird like anime, 4chan, Nazi, trans, gamer. Dude, how much more of this craziness can we watch? You seem like the type of schizos that troll me and call me Jewish. That'd be crazy to see if this guy like trolled me and called me Jewish or attacked me. These kids, these schizo autistic babies. They got a manifesto, the universal enemy. Everyone has their own idea of who is to blame for all the wrong in the world. They will say it's the government, the elite, the rich, the politicians, the 1%, the left, the right, the capitalists, the communists, the Illuminati, the fags and trannies, the immigrants, and many more. All of them can be traced back or be the cause by one group. The Jews, the Jews, it's the Jews, it's the Jews, it's the Jews. Subtle. The Jews across all time have been behind an extremely disproportionate amount of the world's problems, whether it's been from war, famine, exploitation, children, degeneracy, infighting of peoples, political killings, the separation of family, departure from the church. Oh, Christ brain. Yeah, dude, the Jews are making you not go to church anymore. Totally. The Jews are really trying to shut down your church going. We got a Christ Crusader brain here. The white race's replacement, mass immigration, central banking, and so on. Surprised it doesn't say flat earth. It has always been and always will be the Jews. There is no moderate option to this problem. They will always rise back.
Did it sent $5 on Rumble. The Muslim security guard they killed while posting on Facebook. Latinx Hitlerist kills black Muslim Hitlerist. Unreal.
He was what posting? The Muslim security guard was Hitler posting on Facebook and he's killed by a Latina ex-Hitlerist? That is unbelievable. That is crazy. They'll always rise back to power and do the same thing wherever you exile them to. For any sane man seeing all this, only law. Oh, wow. Crazy that he would write that. It's the Jews, universal enemy, and then go to a mosque? How does that make any sense? Clown World.
_redneck mullet sent $5 on Rumble. Christ Crusader uses Edelweiss, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, anti-Christian psychedelic rock artist by the way.
Rock artist. I love rocks.
Sent $5 on Rumble. Clown World.
Was he a groiper? Latin Catholic groiper? 4chan user 100%? It's crazy that he would write something so harsh against Jews and then he would go to a mosque. That's weird.
Together again.
Wow, that looks very trans.
What you will not hear from us today is the names of these two suspects. Today is about our victims and our community coming back together again. What you
112,000 likes. What? San Diego police are flat out refusing to name yesterday's mosque shooters. Why? Because it was a trans couple. You can't tell that it's a trans couple from their names. No, they don't want to turn them into heroes in their subculture so that people go out and want to get their name well known everywhere in the news. That's why they don't say the name. That's stupid. Who said this? Nick Sorter. That is stupid. Majestic Seagull says they were groypers. What actually radicalized me? Simply you did, like the meme. Learning the truth and being exposed to the actions of the enemy is what drove me to the point of radicalization. So thanks for that. Was I in any groups? Though officially I was not a part of any groups or organizations, there were many I support. I would even go so far as to say he did for Atomwaffen, Terrorgram, The Base, North Korea. Terrorgram. I went by a couple usernames online. Flecktarn Crusader, Shivs Dicel Groiper, among some lesser used ones. So if these sound familiar, then cool. We knew each other. Is that account still up? Yeah, you can tell they're non-white by their names. You can't tell they're a trans couple.
Alabama yeoman sent $5 on Rumble. They scapegoating whites, and just anyone into ancient pagan symbols or myths.
Yeah, these little Latino X are just going to give the Jews a big excuse to crack down on European people now because of these schizo idiots. Oh, they took out 3 Muslims, and now the Jews, they couldn't hand the Jews a bigger W than this. Killed Muslims, vilify white Europeans, give an excuse to crack down on the internet. How dumb could these kids be? They're not accelerationists igniting and inspiring a race war. They're handing Jews a big W. How could they? People that do this are literally completely retarded. What kind of music do I? It's like, also this manifesto, he's just writing let's see who we could blame for all of this. Remember the other dude was Candace Owens? Forget which shooter that was. What kind of music did I listen to? Well, Nightcore and hard tech, obviously. Nightcore. You want to hear some Nightcore? We should listen to some Nightcore while we read this. But let's see. Never heard of that before. Nightcore.
I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I live too large.
Okay, is Nightcore not a band? It's like a genre. Nightcore. Oh, it's EDM Nightcore music. All right, we won't do that then. It looks like a bunch of anime stuff is Nightcore. These are irresistible to the neurodivergent mind. So you're a retard. Got it. I also enjoy incel core. Oh no, he was an incel too. It's my favorite genre, along with bands like Black Magic, SS. Okay. Oh, another weird trans shooter was a Fuentes fan. That's crazy. I mean, Fuentes is so popular at this point. Anyone on the internet that knows anything about Jews probably knows a Fuentes. I'm not going to blame Fuentes for this. The media, I'm sure, and the Jews probably are. But you can't attribute blame to Nick for these type of schizos.
Sent $5 on Rumble. It's making EDM songs with anime girls signing.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. EDM songs with anime girls singing. Neurodivergent is the new PC way of saying retarded. Talk about this subculture, underground weirdos on the internet. All right, what else do we got here? He writes, "We need unity. The Jews want us to fight amongst ourselves so that we can't fight them. Don't let the Jews win." So why are you attacking Muslims then? Wouldn't that be?
Stevenson now sent $5
Doesn't make sense.
on Rumble. Why would you want to be an incel?
Incel is involuntarily celibate. Involuntary celibate. So it's not. They don't want to be. Although they kind of do. It makes it acceptable. Sussy squad. Because girls have cooties. Okay, so he says, we need unity. The Jews don't want us to fight. Then he goes and attacks then he's Christian attacks a Muslim. They're not right in the head here. None of this is adding up logically. Remember, anyone who claims to be a quote-unquote Judeo-Christian is either a K or some retarded goy slave who doesn't understand that Jewish values are anti-Christian. Oh, dude, he's doing no such thing. He fell for the no such thing as Judeo-Christian, huh? And any K that claims to be a Christian is a lying F. Real Christians are the soldiers who stood up to fight the Ks, such as St. John Ernest. St. John Ernest. Who's St. John Ernest? Is that another shooter? Dude, there are no such things as Judeo-Christian, man. Only Jews recognize that Christianity came from Judaism. Is John Ernest the name of his? Sounds familiar, like it was a shooter. That's who did the Poway shooting, the Poway synagogue shooter at the Chabad in Poway. Yeah, dude, that's the real Christian, dude. This is like literally Crusader terrorism. This is what I worry about. Some schizo like this that thinks I'm sending people to hell by not saving them with Jesus. That's crazy. No, John Ernest is who shot up the Poway synagogue. He's calling him a saint. Dude. How retarded do you have to be to think this is going to help and not only help the Jews? Crusader schizo. My name is Caleb Vasquez. At the time I'm writing, we need some music. This is too heavy. Caleb Vasquez, at the time writing this, 18 years old and will possibly remain this age forever. Only you know. Half Spanish and some French and half Northern Mexican, which would make me about 70 to 85% of European. Dude, it's literally a Mexican, a Mexican that wants to be European so bad. So far, sounds like the average Groiper. Again, he mentions Nick. Hold on. 70 to 85% European genetic descent. Knowing how many of you see Nick Fuentes, you'll probably just see me as a LARPing spick. But that's honestly fine, and I could care less. Yes, I had some mental issues, which I'm sure will come out eventually. Nobody's going to be shocked about that. So I won't waste any time talking about it here. People will make all types of assumptions about what I was, so I'm going to make that info clear here. Straight male. Certainly not left wing, nor am I right wing, especially not with MAGA or Trump. Politically, I'd call myself a third positionist, specifically aligning most with NS and eco-fascism. Though any third positionism, especially those that prioritize its people, nationalism, racial homogeneity. Loki. Thank you, Loki.
Redneck Mullet sent $5 on Rumble. Just allow the schizos to put their lives on the line. More divisive people gone, the better.
Not doing that. Them doing that is not for the better. The brownest true never. Traditionalists follow. What was I religiously? Doesn't matter. Really, at the end of the day, as a friend once said, my religion is the white race. Dude, how much Mexican? Half northern. He's half Mexican, and he's dying for the white race. That is so crazy. Yeah, Breivik, Roof, Ernest. Dude, this is why I don't like these masks. I see masks like this and I think of these guys. Somebody like this. 1,700 likes? Crusader. I love that he's a crusader. Conquistador. 1488 Conquistador Crusader. Spaniard. Coomer Brain. Deranged 4chan trash. What else did he write? The Jewish identity as a concept is an enigma. Their identity itself is a nation, yet they operate without a nation, doing as they please. The Jews act blah blah blah. The Jews cares not for the Goyim, for the Goyim are not Jewish. The Goyim in their eyes are no more than animals to do with as they please. Even before the Holocaust myth came about, the Jew would always act like a victim despite being the ones with power. The Jews opened the gates for the Muslims. The Jews always call themselves God's chosen people, even though that title very clearly goes to the 12 European tribes. He's a Christian identity. He thinks he's the true Israelites. You see who that schizo type of worldview appeals to? Little incel kooks like this. We was Jews, huh? The 12 European tribes are really the chosen people. Spanish tribes. The Jews are more akin to children of Satan, most synagogue of Satan, bringing evil across the world, destroying godly morals and traditions. Dude, Jews are bringing Yahweh and Noahidism to the world. That's the Jew agenda.
/Google/Substack. He dissected the global control grid strategy from QR codes to the Rothschild and figured out that they based it on the Kabbalist tree of life, Sephirotic spheres.
Wow. Telegram, thank you so much. Dude, we smashed the goal. Let's go. Thank you, Anonymous. I will check just because it's you, Anonymous. I'm gonna look at that.
Yes! That's awesome!
I normally wouldn't do a Telegram link.
Thank you! All right.
Thank you so much. Seriously, I appreciate it. Thank you for helping me hit the goal today, smashing the goal. The Jews are more akin to the children of Satan, bringing evil across the world, destroying godly morals, traditions, plaguing and ruining his people. Oh, dude. And enslaving those who seem fit.
Real Vision sent $5 on Rumble. Guess he doesn't know that Jesus was a Rasta. His eyes were blue and he's not a Jew.
Dude, that's so crazy. Oh, ma fake Jews, ma Khazarians are turning his true chosen people away from God. Unbelievably stupid, dude. Hyperborean elf. Atheist heathen. All right. Got the follow. "75-page manifesto on 4chan. Calls himself a mentally ill French half-Mexican LARPing spick who hates tall people. He hero-worshipped mass shooters. He's white like THC diamonds. He took all the 4chan schizo posting lore and blended it all and went insane.
Anonymous sent $15. Check out Escape Key on TG. He's spanned on X/Google/Substack. He dissected the global control grid strategy from QR codes to the Rothschild and figured out that they based it on the Kabbalist tree of life, Sephirotic spheres.
He decoded QR codes that are based on the tree of life?
Just quickly foul.
Fuck! Oh, the noise, yeah. The Sneeko noise. I'll start doing it until I drive everybody crazy as much as it drives me crazy. Let's get a heart rate check. How's this schizo 4chan dude doing for my heart rate? 63! Dude, ice cold. Ice water in the veins. Some people should never visit 4chan, yeah. They mention hatred of a broad range of groups: anti-capitalist, anti-tech, eco-fascist, decrying the rise of big tech, and J.D. Vance as a Palantir ally. Oh, I forgot about that. U.S. Department of Justice announces 15-city nationwide anti-Semitism awareness action tour to increase reporting of anti-Semitism, strengthen collaboration between local and federal law enforcement and Jewish communities, and foster broad interfaith opposition to anti-Semitism among Jews, Baptist Christians, Catholics, and Muslims. Dude. Bruh. Which cities? Maybe we should go infiltrate and report on what their talking points are, what their strategy is. I wonder if there's one coming near me. Let's go, Beowulf. Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you, Beowulf. QR codes are secret Kabbalah Rothschild code? That's heavy.
Maxed Out Bear sent $5 on Rumble. The only thing more dangerous than a short guy is a short, true and adjacent they slash them.
Dude, he probably really had it out for me. I'm tall and exposing his favorite rabbi. He probably thought I was some secret synagogue of Satan Khazarian if this guy knew who I was. If he's on 4chan, somebody sent me the other day some 4chan thread. There was like 1,000 comments of people arguing about me on 4chan. A whole endless thread on 4chan calling me Jewish, people defending me. All right, I guess that's all of it. That is all we have today. We will end on this beautiful shot of the moon. Hail Apollo. Hail Odin. Happy Wotan's Day. Appreciate all the support. You guys helping me smash the goal today. Dude, I tried to do another Oh, here we go. Here's a little better. Dude, look at all the wolves showing up for the god, for the Hyperborean Aryan god, seeding the planet. Just like the movie. I guess I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Maxed Out Bear. Thank you, everybody, for the donos. 100%, I'm going to check out the QR code. I'm a little bearish on the QR code to Kabbalah Pipeline, but I will check it out only for you, Anonymous. All right, you guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Jack Stone says, because this is so predictable, I'm surprised there hasn't been more of these E-Crusader schizo attacks. Seriously. They're all just a bunch of basement-dwelling cowards. But I like to keep it that way. You don't have to come and prove how brave you are. It doesn't help. Stupid schizo spurgs. Here's some noise. All right, like, share, subscribe, comment below, clip the show, share the link, sign up for subscribe star. And I love you all, appreciate you all. You guys have a nice night. Go to the gym, eat some beef jerky, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Raised to be a Christian believer, but also as a seeker. Mama never held back the good, bad, or ugly from me. Eventually started wondering, after a long time of fighting myself. I saw a post that said exactly what I felt. Jesus, an ancient deception. Found Adam Green through a Twitter suggestion. Then I watched his debate with Duvid, leaving Christianity. Finally I could do it. Lost good friends, middle fingers on their hands. So many want to remain clueless. I feel like Adam Green sometimes. I'm just asking you to see my side. Some say I'm anti-Semitic, others say that I'm a Jew, but the truth is I am neither, I'm just trying to reach you. I feel like Adam Green sometimes. I know what it's like to be seen as the devil, when in reality you're trying to help them. They say I need to be saved by Jesus, but they're the ones in need of the saving. There's already been a few, started with the fall of Rome. It's not God, it's evil people destroying these homes. Human-made prophecies try to start the end times. See a foreign land as holy, brainwashed to resent mine. Books our ancestors wanted passed down to their people got replaced with ones that say our ancestors were evil. Been worshiping demons and knowing not what they did. Should we trust ourselves or the books that make us villains? You fall for the latter and say we should be tolerant, but your faith builds a prison in your head. I feel like Adam Green sometimes. I'm asking you to see my side. And one group says I'm anti-Semitic, another says that I'm a Jew, and the truth is I am neither, I'm just trying to reach you. I feel like Adam Green sometimes. And I'm all for not letting faith have us divided, but the spread of your faith was when all this deadly division started. I feel like Adam Green sometimes. I need you all to see my side. I've seen it, I believe it. And one group says I'm anti-Semitic, another says that I'm a Jew, and the truth is I am neither, I'm just trying to reach you. Can you see my view? Listen to Adam Green sometimes.